Hello, good evening, everybody. I'm live. Hello, good evening, everybody. I am the live. I think I'm live now. I think I'm quite audible. I think, isn't it? Okay. Welcome all to this live talk we're going to have with Kalyan Sarkar. Let me introduce Kalyan to you. Kalyan is basically a mechanical engineer by profession, and he has been servicing in the Indian Air Force for last 15 years. And he has reversed his diseases through proper lifestyle and change of thought process. So today we're going to talk to him and ask him what exactly is this nature cure, because now he has studied he has done in-depth study in nature cure, and he also holds workshops, he does seminars, and he creates awareness with people. So let's have a talk with Kalyan Sarkar today. Kalyan, can we have you on board, please?
Hi, Pinky. Good evening.
Hi, Kalyan. Welcome. you have to
Good to see you.
you have to educate us on nature cure, especially now at this time. Everybody wants to know what is nature cure. They want to align with nature, especially with this pandemic. I think lots of awareness has come, but confusion bhi bahut hai, you know. So if you can give us
Absolutely.
lots of clarity on what is nature cure and how do we go about this, so we would like to hear it from you.
Yeah, absolutely. Thanks a lot, Pinky, for this opportunity to talk
Welcome.
to the audience of your page. Hi, everybody. So, I'll just use a short presentation to discuss about Pure Nature Cure.
Okay. Sure.
Yeah. So, you will be off stage for some time, Pinky. I'll bring you on stage again
Yeah. No
after I.
issue. No issue. Yeah.
Yes. Right. So this pure nature cure. Pure nature cure is a science which is maybe not so popular as the medicinal fraternity is. So to understand pure nature cure, we need to just step back and understand what is the natural health fraternity. So let's try and understand this Venn diagram. In this, you see there are three sets in total. The medicinal fraternity is this pink colored set, and the green colored set is the natural health fraternity. The bigger green color is the superset of which includes the PNC, Pure Nature Cure, both. Now, what I'm trying to bring your focus on is this disjointness of these two fraternity. Now, medicinal fraternity and natural health fraternity, these both fraternities are absolutely different. They cannot come on a debate. This is my humble request that the medicinal uh, debate on pure nature cure and pure nature cure debate on medicinal is not possible because of the foundation. What is that foundation? The foundation is understanding of disease. Understanding of disease in natural health fraternity is that disease is a needful initiative of the body. It should not be fought for. Whereas medicinal understanding is disease is a problem and we have to fight against disease. Hi Rinki, hi Meenu, hi Dolly. Great to have you all. Hi Arvinder, hi Samreet. Great. Thanks for joining, all of you guys. So I was talking about these two fraternities. These are absolutely disjoint fraternities because of the understanding of disease. Disease is a celebration in natural health fraternity, and medicinal fraternity considers that disease is a problem. So you'll understand the going in deeper. What is the disease in natural health understanding, right? So hi Dhruv. Now coming to the intra fraternity comparison, we need to have little bit of the intra fraternity comparison also, where you see global set. Under that there is a superset of natural health, and in that there is a subset of PNC, and there is some portion which is non PNC. Now, here the difference is in the approach. The recommendations of all the natural health fraternities are same. The recommendations, when we talk about the recommendations, but Pure Nature Cure approach is understanding first approach, not the experience first approach. Non-PNC approach is the experience first. So we'll talk little details, but briefly, definitely in the paucity of time today, about the dialectics also, the understanding first approach. Now let's try and hear out the definition of PNC or Pure Nature Cure. Pure Nature Cure is dialectical understanding of nature and life, in which we understand that in nature, every life is structured to grow and maintain homeostasis. Homeostasis means the balanced state of life, balanced state of being, without any specific dependencies, and that happens very naturally and neutrally. Now, specific dependencies we need to understand. The specific dependencies can be anything, can be perceived things also are specific dependencies. So what is the meaning of specific dependencies? See, life cannot be without dependency. Life is always we are interdependent, right? We are standing on each other's shoulders always. But specific dependency means when we think that without this specific thing, we cannot survive or lead a healthy life. That is what is the specific dependency. Now, that specific dependency can be something perceived, something perceivable, like the medicines or supplements, or for that matter, any stimulants, or any matter which you can see, maybe the property, maybe the money itself. If you are fixated or obsessive about that matter, that perceivable matter, then you are suffering from a specific dependency. So we need to understand that the specific dependency aspect. Now, non-perceivable specific dependencies also can be there, which could be the relations, which could be any imagination or visualization or assumption, anything non-perceivable, you name it. So if you feel that that non-perceivable aspect is again inevitable in your life, then it is against the understanding of Pure Nature Cure, because Pure Nature Cure dialectically and analytically proposes that we can lead a life without any specific dependencies. So let's try to understand going deeper. There is a footer on the screen that you see, that specific dependencies occur due to intentional intervention, and this intentional intervention is the human intervention. So we'll not go much deeper on this line today. We go in our workshops on this aspect. We spend hours actually to understand the difference between the tendency and the natural tendency and the intention, human intention, right? Now, going forward, let's try and understand disease. What is the disease according to Pure Nature Cure? Now, disease is actually this particular cone, this particular convergence cone explains how the perceptions differ across the fraternities. Now, the first bigger trapezium which you see here, this one, this bigger trapezium is actually the fraternities, medicinal fraternities, where thousands of diseases are there. You name it: ankylosing spondylitis, diabetes, high cholesterol, chronic rhinitis, high BP, heart disease, thyroidism, infections including SARS, Corona, H1N1, even AIDS, deficiency of elements, iron deficiency, calcium deficiency, etc., are actually clubbed together in this bigger trapezium. In the smaller trapezium, you see only three names: innervation, toxemia, deficiency. Now, this deficiency is not identified in Pure Nature Cure, but innervation and toxemia are identified. Whereas innervation is, I will be understanding what is innervation. Innervation related to a non-perceivable aspect. The toxemia is a perceivable disease that is identified in nature cure. So there is a single disease we identify. Innervation is a condition. As far as disease is concerned, toxemia is the single identified disease in pure nature cure. If you see the complete scenario, then you will find the allopathy, homeopathy, Ayurveda, whatever which proposes medicine. Because medicine we consider as a philosophy. It is not the substance, whether it is a chemical, herbs, or any kind of other natural chemical per se. But medicine is a philosophy where we intend to fight with disease. In natural health, there is no fighting against disease. It is supporting the disease to sail through and come back to the homeostatic state. That is the difference, primary difference. Now, naturopathy and herbalism. Pure nature cure is not naturopathy. Pure nature cure doesn't try to treat a disease with herbs. This has to be understood very clearly, analytically. Because medicine, as I said, the herbalism is also a philosophically a medicinal approach where we intend to fight with disease. We need not to fight with disease at all, right? So Minu asked that then what are the disease names according to PNC? So PNC only disease identified as toxemia, that is the start of the physical disease, and other all diseases which are there in this particular bigger trapezium, these are considered as the symptoms. Symptoms, those are effect of the disease, not the disease per se, right? Now, how disease happens? I'll just give a brief idea about how disease happens. So first understanding in pure nature cure is the vitality. And the vitality, what is the vitality? Vitality is that non-perceivable aspect within the body. So body cannot survive alone, right? There is something non-perceivable inside the body which drives the body. All the activities are done because of that non-perceivable force, life force we call it. We call it urja, or we can call it pran shakti, whatever we call it. But there is some driving force which is not perceivable, driving the body for all the activities, starting from the blinking of eyes to any deep thinking or running or whatnot, like any physical, physiological, psychological, any kind of activities, right? So the foremost understanding in pure nature cure is this vitality is not expandable. Whatever you have received at the time of conception, that's final. We need to manage it for a well living, for a homeostatic living. Now, when that management goes haywire, when we mismanage it, we need to understand. Now, the stimulation and the suppression. The stimulation and the suppression. Yeah, Arvinder. Yeah, thanks for the appreciation, Arvinder. Yeah, Venn diagram is well thought of. Thank you. So now coming to the stimulation and suppression. What is the stimulation and suppression? We in pure nature cure, we consider the voice of the organism is the driving force to identify whether we are conserving or not conserving. Now, pleasure and pain, these two aspects are the indicators to decide whether we accept it or we reject it. Anything which gives pleasure will conserve our vitality and we should accept it. Anything which gives pain, we should reject it to conserve our vitality. This is a natural phenomenon. No rocket science is needed to understand this. Now, the problem happens when we artificially create the pleasure. Example, mango jam and chili. Mango is a natural pleasure. We don't need to enforce any regulation. We are actually programmed to regulate when to stop eating mango. But mango jam is a pleasure created by human intention. And there our regulation go for indulgences, and indulgences means over engagement of vitality. This is one example of stimulation. And now suppression is chili. Chili is not a food according to pure nature cure, but we all consume chili, right? More or less. So chili we cannot consume singly. We always mix it with something else and we consume. So that is a suppression of the sense of taste of chili. That irritating taste of the chili is suppressed and we consume it. Physiologically, the body is affected, the vitality is affected. So vitality gets over engaged for the suppression also. Suppression is suppressing the pain and stimulation is stimulating the pleasure. In natural phenomena, we do not need to do these artificial modifications, right? Now, this excess engagement of the vitality is called innervation in pure nature cure. When we undergo innervation, this is a budgetary allocation, you know. When you run out of budget, some kind of allocation needs to be curtailed. And in the body, the normal elimination get curtailed. Normal elimination happens through kidneys, lungs, and skin. Urine, exhaling air, and the sweat, perspiration. So these all gets curtailed. And when this gets curtailed, so elimination means the process of purifying the blood. So when that gets reduced, the blood remains impure. The blood retains toxin. And that state is called the toxemia. The toxemia, that state is called toxemia. Now, when toxemia happens for a period of time, the body stopped that normal elimination. Due to that, toxemia happens. Now, body automatically, it is programmed already. When there will be overwhelming of the toxin, body will trigger a special elimination. The body will trigger a special elimination. And that special elimination is nothing but the acute disease we consider, the fever. We call it healing crisis. A crisis, definitely a crisis. Crisis indicates that we should rest. We should allow the body to complete its work, which it has initiated. So that crisis comes to heal us. That is why this is called healing crisis. We should not suppress that initiative of the body. And if we suppress, then the chronification happens. So I'll not touch upon the chronification thing because that's very long topic. We take that in our full day workshops. Now coming to that intra differences within the natural fraternity, natural health fraternities. Now in natural health fraternities, the dialectics is the main driving force for pure nature cure. What is the meaning of dialectics? Dialectics is an art of argumentation. When we argue and layer by layer, we reach to the truth, try to reach to the truth. So that art of the argumentation starts with understanding first approach. We don't recommend and prescribe, go for the sunshine, go for the fresh air, go for the pure water, whatever the recommendations we go for, that comes as a second stage. First stage is the understanding in pure nature cure approach. Now, before concluding, I'll just walk you through little bit of the correlation that we run through in our seminars and workshop. By the way, we are actually holding a 7-day Facebook live sessions in a series from Monday to Sunday, next Monday to Sunday, 3rd to 9th of August. On the concept of pure nature cure. If you are interested to understand it in the deeper aspect, you can join that. I'll share the coordinates, and Pinky also has that coordinates she will share with you. So understanding the nature and life. So PNC observes the framework of nature and try to give some hint about the formula, but understands that the formula is an individualistic aspect. There is a question from Arvinder. Let me read it. One quick one, Kalyan. Many lay people say they consume certain superfood to increase their immunity, which we know is a myth, right? Absolutely. First of all, immunity is a myth. We don't have any immune system, Arvinder. In pure nature cure, we discard the concept of immunity. And immune system, there is no illustration in any of the medical book. Many medical book may call the lymphatic system as immune system, but lymphatic system is a beautiful scavenging system of the body. We should not blame it as a fighting with the body, right? So immunity, so superfood concept, again, we have tremendous transmuting capability. All the organisms, not only the human being or Homo sapiens, but all the organisms do have this transmuting capability according to the requirement. So we don't need any superfood to support our living and homeostatic living. Our body, if we give the raw material well, the whole raw material, body will transmute its required required elements. So we don't suffer from the deficiency which can be covered up by providing some supplements. That is what is the pure nature cure conception. So I was talking about the formula to be sketched at the individual level by the individual. That is what we propose. The framework we discuss. By observing the nature, we discuss the framework. That's what we do in pure nature cure. Now, in nature, a common thing that we observe all over is the efficiency. In every system, the efficiency is one common thing in natural structure. Everything is structured to be efficient. And in life, the efficiency is shown in its organic longevity. Organic longevity means where the medicinal support or the life support, so-called, not extending the lifespan. It is the organic, unsupported, without any specific dependency, the maximum optimum longevity, right? So that's what is the efficiency we understand according to pure nature cure. Now, this efficiency is confirmed by the conservation. Any system in a normal human manufactured systems also, we call any vehicle, for say, if any vehicle we consider as efficient, that means it conserves a lot of fuel, right? So conservation and efficiency are actually interdependent. If any system is efficient, it conserves a lot of vitality. And for conservation in life, we have an indicator called voice of the organism, pleasure and pain aspect that we touched upon, right? So this is a great tool. We need not to go to a lab. We need not to ask an expert. We have everything sketched here itself. This is a phenomenal machine with all the needed indicators. So that is what is the voice of the organism that we call in pure nature cure, right? So now the confirmation of conservation. Confirmation of conservation happens by observing the symmetry. In nature, everything is symmetric. You take a leaf from a tree, you'll find its symmetry. And most of the things are mirror symmetric. Mirror symmetric means, for example, in this butterfly, if you just put an axis in between, you'll find both the sides are symmetrical. So is our body. Around the axis, central axis, which is the spinal cord, the body is distributed equally and beautifully, symmetrically. And that's the sign of conservation. And in life, we consider the law of unity as the confirmation of conservation. So we go deeper into the aspects, these aspects, and during our live workshops and this upcoming series also. Now, the calamity and disease. Calamity and disease both are quite equivalent. In nature, calamity comes for some time, but it comes to bring the balance. Bring the balance or the homeostasis. Homeostasis is primarily maintained in nature, and health is primarily maintained in life. Disease comes sometime to bring back the health. Disease is not an enemy which actually suppresses our homeostasis as we consider by experiencing the discomforts. So you need to understand the effort body tries to have during the disease. Now, ultimate truth is this: impermanence. In nature, everywhere the change is a constant aspect that we see everywhere, in every organism and in every aspect. We can go on and on this topic of impermanence, but the physical impermanence in life is the metabolism. Metabolism is nothing but the combination of two sub-processes, catabolism and anabolism. We know it. Catabolism is breaking down and anabolism is building up. So with these two constantly 24/7 occurring metabolism, impermanence is all over we see. And impermanence only drives the occurrence of disease, occurrence of homeostasis and everything, right? So there's a question. Disease is a needful initiative of the body to throw out what is not needed, required. Anything that is done to stop disease is suppression. Absolutely, absolutely. Thanks for bringing this, Vinu. So these are the 10 factors that we propose to conserve vitality, because ultimately it narrows down the conservation of vitality. So I'll not go much details about these. I'll just name these. RAWS is radiation, air, water, solid food. Radiation, air, water, solid food. 4 factors. And then the next 4 factors in this speed category: the spinal care, exercise, sleep, sex, understanding of sex, and the balanced sexual activity includes in sex. And RU means rational understanding, and M means mindfulness. So all in all, the acronym is ROS: sex, sleep, sex, and RUM. These 10 factors are very crucial to understand the vitality conservation and maintain the vitality, manage the vitality. So we go deeper in these 10 factors. We'll go deeper in the forthcoming series, that is the ABC of Pure Nature Cure, PNC. We have these 7 topics as you see on the screen. This will be on Sai Solutions page. The link is given here, Sai Solution, Get Sai Solutions /live. So facebook.com/Get Sai Solutions/live, right? And you are welcome to contact us for the workshops. And now I would love to bring Pinky on the screen.
Hi, Kalyan. It's
Yeah,
always a pleasure
Pinky.
to hear you. Every time I hear you, it's like a revolution here, you know. So when you explain that the body is a laboratory and disease has to be celebrated, you know.
Yes.
But tell me one thing, Kalyan. No, most people, I'm sure most people have this question: is this doable? Is this sustainable?
Yes, this is doable and sustainable. This is a great point that you have brought in. Whether it is a sustainable or not, doable. Obviously, anybody can start doing it. That we know. Answer is yes, it is doable. But sustainability happens when you start with understanding, not by blind acceptance of recommendations. When we do that, that time we are prone to go for a long-term sustenance.
So
Right?
the whys
So
have to
that is
come.
whys.
We have to
The
understand the
answer for
whys.
that. Yes,
Why
that is the
it is,
starting
why
point.
this is
That should be
happening.
the starting point. So no matter if you are not able to bring any change, bring change in your understanding to start with. If you can bring change in your understanding, slowly and gradually you will pick up some or other changes to apply on.
True.
Right?
I mean, I have been following this for a long time. I don't know how 100%, 80%, 90%, whatever it is. But yeah,
Nobody
for me,
can.
I find it very doable and sustainable. But I know lots of people have this doubt. And also, I'm glad you clarified between naturopathy and nature cure. Most people confuse between the two. You know, they think
Yes.
naturopathy is nature cure, but I know naturopathy is also herbalism.
Yes.
Whereas
So
nature
there is a
cure is
difference
not.
in the philosophy. You know,
Yes.
medicine is a
Yeah,
philosophy.
absolutely.
Medicine is not
Yes.
that it is allopathy, then only medicine. It is homeopathy, then only it is medicine. It is not that.
Yeah.
Medicine is a philosophy which says that I have to fight with disease
Yeah.
and to suppress the disease. We need not to. We need to support the body to sail through, to get back the. So I was actually we do this homeostasis journeys one series where we interview. I think Pinky also is going to come
Yeah, I'm being
in
interviewed.
that.
Meenu
So
is going to grill me.
so there was one point I remember Binal shared,
Huh.
and which I insist in every workshop. Binal Joshi from Mumbai, she shared that the first fever she sailed through, which boosted the confidence a lot.
Yes,
So we
true.
are in a habit of suppress the fever or any kind of acute
Yeah,
condition we experience. So if
yeah,
at least one fever can be
yeah.
sailed through without medicine, without suppression, without doing any kind of suppression, by taking rest, physical, physiological, and psychological, that
True.
time the conviction about
The
this
conviction will come. Yeah,
comes. You know,
very true. And once the
so
conviction comes, no, then it is there. Then you know.
there's no
Then
looking
that is
back.
very important.
There's no
Yeah, there's no
looking back.
looking back. True, true. Yeah, it's amazing. It's amazing how the body heals and how the body works, and it's a
Absolutely.
beautiful machine. Yeah.
And
So we
hats
look
off to
forward to your
you
workshop,
and
Kalyan.
SP for your energy and enthusiasm. in this fraternity. You are contributing a lot to the natural health fraternities.
Yeah, thank you. I learned a lot from you, Kalyan. I've done your homostasis
Me too.
seminar.
We
I'm
all
quite
are standing on each other's shoulders.
yes, that's true. That's true. So we look forward to your workshop, which
Yes,
you're
yes.
starting from Monday, right?
Monday. It's
Monday.
a 7 session series.
Okay.
People will have quite good understanding about PNC expected use in
Okay.
this
Okay.
series. Yes,
Okay.
yes.
Fine. So this will be okay.
And there will
You're going
be
to
a panel of questionnaires, by the way. There will be a panel of questionnaires in the series, like video
oh,
questionnaires. The
okay.
audience can type and question, and there will be 5 people available in each session. The sets
Okay.
will go different, and many other people may join. So Minu is coordinating that questionnaires panel. So there will be a discussion also, like this that
Okay.
we are doing right now. So
Okay.
similarly.
So you will put the details in the chat so that people who want to attend can attend, right?
Yes, I think Meenu can share that details.
Yeah.
Yeah, thanks, Dolly. Thanks, Arvinder. Yeah, and we have this details here also. Mm, yeah, so this is the detail of the sessions,
Okay.
and this is
It's
accordingly.
half an hour,
Yes,
5 to 5:30, Monday to
5
Sunday.
to 5:30, 5 to
Yeah.
5:30, short
Okay.
session like today
Okay.
only.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. Great. Okay. Thank you, Kalyan. Thank you so much for coming
Thanks a lot.
and sharing
Thanks a lot.
sharing.
It's a pleasure and it's a great opportunity. Thanks a lot.
Thank you. Thank you.